We are in downtown Toronto. It is a beautiful snowy day in January. We're headed down to St. Lawrence Market. It happens to be one of the spots in the city where most people know. It's like a really good spot for breakfast, lunch, dinner, little groceries. Really check it out. I've never been, I've only heard good things. So I'm excited to have today be the day I see what all the hype is about. See what everyone loves. Originally, I'm from New York, born and raised. First generation immigrant from my father's side and first generation immigrant from my mother's side. Like the New York hustle, like it was always meant to be like you're working to a certain point, you go to school afterwards, so that was always a part of my plan. But I wanted to help people in a way that I thought was productive for me. I have an older brother, and the same way I'm the middle child, the way it goes, like he doesn't really have like a lot of plans, so it fell on me to be the example, show what you're supposed to do. And I honestly was just looking for something different than, if everything that I lived up to so far didn't really give me what I wanted, I was like, might as well try something different. Like I happen to be like super personable, so I got a job in hospitality right away, but I feel like I applied for one job and I got the one job, and that was like great. And I left after 2 years because everyone says you need 2 years of experience. In that time, I left, and I left school at the same time. I was like, these both are not working for me. And then I changed both. I just went to a different school, and then I got a different job, and I was like, great, like you don't have to be shit out of luck. Like you can always find your own luck. You can make your own way. Based on all the things that I've done, what do I want? And I was like, well, I definitely need something competitive. I was so bored at my job, so I needed something like to push me. I needed to work with people, like people that are going to push me to want to do the work. I'm going to apply to 20, 30 companies. So that's exactly what I did, and I got a response the next day. And on a Friday, I was hired, and I worked my first day in this company on a Saturday, and for me, it was like history from there. I was just looking for something different, and this checked off my boxes and all the different I was looking for, but still progressed me in a way that I couldn't see in any other career 10, 20 years down the line, me progressing in. So it ended up being like a happy marriage day one. I'm probably not gonna have everything I want staying comfortable and the same. So I first decided to go to Miami. Love Miami for sure, but I've known Flynn for maybe 5 years. Like he's been a part of my program since I started, and he gave me this opportunity. It was really an idea of like something that I never thought of before. Like I never thought living in Canada, and it wasn't about the place, it was everything about the people. Like it was everything about Flynn and the culture that he created here. I was confident to come and expand here and really see what it's about, like really see what this business is that he's building here. And 7 months later, I'm more than seeing it, I'm in it. Like I'm in the culture that he's created, and best decision I've made so far. In order to grow, it means that you can't stay who you are. Like it just like defines the definition of growth itself. Like you want to be an entrepreneur because you're content, like you're happy with what you're capable of, that it could provide more. But in an industry that's like limitless, in an industry that you can grow to heights that you couldn't even imagine, there's like no room for complacency in terms of your personal development. Like just because you're good at the things that your job requires doesn't mean that you're great at team building or great at developing other people or great at impacting. And our job kind of demands great. We did a petitioning campaign to already have a team and be able to be like, hey, we're gonna just get a pool house for 8 weeks and enjoy Florida in November in New York and see how we like it. I was like, what a thing that I couldn't say 2 years before. I developed a strong mentality of people where like we just had each other's back. From like staying out late and just talking to having like pool shenanigans. We would play card games, and whoever lost had to jump in the pool at midnight. And that was just the vibe. The things that I didn't think that I was gonna do, and the moments that were created by accident, that really was like, are my celebrations, things that I could never have planned for. They just ended up happening for me. And the expectation is what allows people to grow and develop. The expectation is pretty clear, and everyone has different goals, and that's okay. You should have a different goal than me, and I feel like everyone on the team should have different opinions altogether. There's accountability, like people can call each other out and not be negative, it's positive. Like everyone wants everyone to win. It feels like it does the job for me. Like, like everyone's just naturally on the same page. This is it. I want to go inside. Oh, it's wild. Oh, wow. It's so nice. Oh, look at the desserts. I feel like that describes me more than anything. It's the color. It's kind of like a free-for-all in terms of meat, cheeses, you name it, they got it. They'll slice it for you in front of your face. Hi there, how are you?
Picobello.
Picobello.
Picobello. It's a Dutch cheese
Okay.
with Italian name.
Can I try also?
Of course you can try also. Open your hands.
It's way better.
This is his favorite cheese.
I see why.
Your brother. I saw your brother ask for why he's there.
Very good. Thank
He's
you.
coming
Will
back.
do.
All the best.
Thank you. This actually reminds me of New York so much. Like this style of like this is like 20 bodegas in one place. My big goals is to not just like have a family, but I want to have a family that I'm there for. Like a family that like when they have something going on, like I don't have to be like, oh, I have to work. Like I want us both to have the freedom to be there for the things that our kids say are important for them. I don't have kids, like I'm not married, like yeah, but those are all the kind of things that I think about in my day-to-day. So I feel like that's like the end game, is just to provide happiness for people that don't even exist yet in my life. You can know enough to like get the job done, but humble arrogance is like the humility to know that you're not the best yet. And that's what you're like gunning for. You're not gunning to be good enough to do the job. You're gunning to be the best. And if you have that level of humbleness, it's like inevitable for you to like start doing the things because your focus is just in the right place. You know, you're just already looking to be better versus being like, I'm content. I already got the job. They just don't want to promote me. They just don't know what I got in me. Well, it's like if no one knows, you got to prove it. You got to just do the things to get you there. You know, stay curious forever. Como Juan. Ciao. Hey guys! Hey! If you're in the first stage, stay with me for peer press. If you're a leader, go to the press office. Ready? Here.
Someone is filming.